Since Adobe announced they were coming out with AI transcription, this is a feature that I've been dying for DaVinci Resolve to get. So I dropped it in their suggestion box, and I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And then version 18.5 came out, and guess what? There is AI transcription in the studio version. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Ray, what are you talking about? This has been a feature that you've been dying for, that you've wanted so badly, because let's face it, you've spent hours transcribing videos for your channel, and Tara spent hours transcribing for the Foodie 2 when we were doing it, and all of that has been condensed down into maybe like what, a minute, 2 minutes? The problem that I have with it, somebody else beat them to the punch. The app I'm gonna be talking about is MacWhisper. There's alternatives for it, and I will discuss that later in this video. There is a method for using OpenAI's Whisper on a PC or on Linux using Python. If this is something that you want me to explore in a new video, please let me know down in the comments below. The one thing that the PC version definitely has going over it is that MacWhisper is free-ish, while running Whisper with Python on PC is free. Although it'll probably take a little bit of time of exploration to try and figure that out, unless you know Python or you know Bash scripting or anything nerdy like that. But I'm gonna be running that against DaVinci Resolve's AI, and let's see what happens. Before we get started, as usual, everything that I discuss in this video will be linked down below in the description. Now, let's get into it. So this has been an app that I've been playing with for the last 5 months or so. It came out in January, at least one of the very first iterations of it. And I've been super excited about it. I was so excited, actually, I bought the Pro version, but pretty much everything I discuss in this is going to be available in the free version too. This video is absolutely not sponsored. I have no affiliate links. I want to share this with you because this is something that I'm just like super excited about. I really am. What is MacWhisper? So in short, MacWhisper is an app made for Mac. Well, congratulations, Ray. You really nailed that one. It's an app that allows you to quickly and accurately transcribe your videos with text. I mean, that's what transcription is. Maybe I just shouldn't use the word in the definition. Quickly and easily transcribe audio files into text with OpenAI's state-of-the-art transcription technology, Whisper. Whether you're recording a meeting, lecture, or other important audio, MacWhisper quickly and accurately transcribes your audio files into text. Features: easily record and transcribe audio files. Just drag and drop audio files to get a transcription. All transcription is done on your device. No data leaves your machine. This makes MacWhisper a good app for sensitive audio. You're gonna make your audio cry. You're making me cry. YouTube's making me cry. SRT, subtitle exports, blah, 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 accurate text, search the entire transcript, audio playback. Okay, there's a lot of different things that it does, and you can read it. This thing is constantly getting updated. There have been many different updates that have come out since that point, which just gets me excited. How many times do you you find an app that is just like super really cool, and either A, it takes forever to come out with an update, or B, they just don't update it at all. You're just left wanting. When you open it up, you have several different selections. You can drag and drop your audio files on here. It will accept MP3, WAV files, M4A files, MP4 files, and MOV files. Over here, you have an option to open files, new recording. This is the Pro version, so transcribe podcast, I believe that is now a part of the Pro version, and then you can also record app audio. You can also enter a YouTube URL right here, Up here, you've got settings. You can do a find and replace. You can do automatic replacement. So if it messes up your name like it messes up mine, you can put in what it's messing up on and what do you want it to replace it with, the proper name or whatever. And as you're recording, it will fix that for you. So I think that's actually really awesome. With the general, you have different display modes. I selected text and timestamp, but you can do text only, whole sentences. You can play sound when it's finished. Up here also, we have our selection of different language models that we can select. English, base English, tiny, small English, and medium. And then you have multiple languages. This is for foreign languages to English. Because, I mean, if you're speaking French, then technically English is a foreign language to you. Yeah. You have multiple languages: large, medium, tiny, base, and small. And there is a difference between the pro version and the free version. I believe you only get the tiny and small and base. And then you can manage your models, you can download more. Up here, you have your selection of 100 different languages. I selected English. Why? Because it's my primary language. But if, for example, I wanted to speak Dutch, well, ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Okay, that is not what I said. Let's try again. How did you mess that up? Let's try medium. Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands. Okay, that was accurate this time. It's weird how that works, actually. And this isn't the only time I'm noticing it, but the large one isn't the most accurate, surprisingly. Or if I wanted to speak French, je peux faire ça aussi, car je parle français très bien. Where did these come from? Okay, now it's just making things up. Whatever. It's there. So, yeah, and it finished in 4 seconds. You could also do auto language detect. This one gets kind of tricky though, because if you start in one language and then you switch to another, it gets a little bit confused. We'll stick with medium right now, but you know, you could also do large, tiny, base, and small. Si je commence à parler en français, et then I start speaking English, en ik spreek Nederlands. Het is niet goed. So if I start speaking in French, and then I start speaking English, and I speak Nederlands is Dutch for the Netherlands, or Dutch, actually. And then niet goed is not good. But it decided to keep everything in English. It even translated my French into English as well. So that's kind of weird and quirky. I told you it was gonna be weird. So this is clearly something that needs to be worked on and might just be a tiny bug. Actually, now I'm kind of curious. What if I start in English and then switch? Let's try that real quick. So I'm starting in English, and then je parle en français, et je ne sais pas si c'est possible. En ik spreek Nederlands, maar ik ken niet. That's so weird. So it stuck with English, and then it went to French, and then it went to English, translating my Dutch. It's so hard to just think of things on the fly like that, but I don't know. I thought that was quirky. I thought that's interesting. That's interesting to me. What a weird bug. All right, moving on. So I took the last video that I recorded, which was the one on me potentially getting demonetized. I ran it through MacWhisper with each of the different language models. Actually, I did all of the English ones, and then I did medium for the multilingual, and I did large for the multilingual. And the accuracy did vary quite a bit from the lower end, the smaller ones, to the upper ones. So I was able to finish my video. How long was my video? It was like 11 minutes and change. The base English finished in 23 seconds. Tiny English finished in 15 seconds, and Small English finished in 47 seconds. Medium finished in 1 minute and 54 seconds. Medium multilingual was 1 minute 49 seconds, and large multilingual was 3 minutes and 26 seconds. Real quick, let me know down in the comments, which one do you think was the most accurate? Well, the answer was it's a tie between the medium multilingual and the large multilingual. The large actually had more errors than the medium. Surprisingly, I would have totally thought that large would have less errors, but no, for some reason it wasn't. But something interesting too that I just happened to notice in passing is that I ran it through twice accidentally because I forgot to record it the first time. And the results were a little bit different the second time around. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I guess that's something that's going to happen with AI though. I mean, is it going to be like people where your taste buds might be a little bit off one day and you try something and it tastes completely different maybe the next time, or it didn't taste the way you remembered it? Don't taste your computer. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. It messed up my name almost every single time, except for multilingual medium. It messed it up once, but it wasn't like completely off the rails, wrong spelling. And in some cases, it even put the name together into its own like combination of a made up word. It was weird. Very weird. One other observation was that as you progress through the different levels of accuracy, I don't know how to describe it. As you progress through the tiers up to medium, it starts to add more and more punctuation and like explanations of the sounds that are going on around. So when Luca was making noises, medium and large, it picked up his sounds, but in the lesser ones like tiny and small, it completely ignored them. As you progress, yes, the quality does get better. And in a lot of cases, the small is sufficient enough. So if you have the free version, try out, maybe small works for you. Overall though, I was really impressed with it. Obviously, you're gonna wanna go through and proofread it because it is AI and it's not necessarily the most accurate. It makes mistakes. You didn't spend hours going through typing out the entire thing, but you can probably spend enough time to go through your video and make sure that the text is proper. Just read through it. You're gonna spend more time editing anyways. So at the beginning of this video, I was talking about how I was really looking forward to Blackmagic's implementation of AI transcription. Let's run this same exact video that I ran through MacWhisper through DaVinci Resolves, and let's see how they compare. So first thing we're gonna do is go all the way up here to timeline and create subtitles from audio. Definitely not as big language selection as MacWhisper. I'm trying not to hate. I really love Blackmagic Design and DaVinci Resolve. I'm a huge fanboy, of course. We'll probably just go with English. I mean, I speak English, you speak English, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're reading the translated transcriptions. Maybe that's going on. Or maybe you're just... something's happening. The rest of this, we can just leave as is. Overall, the speed wasn't bad. It did take about a minute to initialize, and then after that, I think it was like, what, 43-ish seconds? But that could also be because I'm running OBS at the same time. So I get this email from YouTube yesterday saying, "Hi Ray Beliveau, we noticed you haven't posted any content to your YouTube channel, Ray Beliveau, for several months, and have fallen below the eligibility criteria." Yeah, I know, it's sad. That's crazy. The other day when I tested this, I am not kidding, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Of course, I mean, seeing the text behind this, it's kind of hard to see the text. And it's no secret I haven't posted videos since early December, maybe late November, and that in fact over the last year I really haven't been posting as consistently as I would have liked to. That's interesting. I did not I did not expect that at all. And it's funny because when I ran through this the other day, it was worse. There were misspellings, it was all over the place, it was hard to comprehend, and there's still room for some improvement. I don't want to be disappointed anymore. Yes, it ruined my name. It still messed up my name. It put Bellavo. I don't know which base that it's using, if it's using OpenAI's Whisper or if it's using something else. There's no selection for different language models, which is... I kind of think that they could probably include that. If they did that, I think this would be a lot better, and actually this would end up being my favorite tool. But just based off of the fact that I'm able to get those extra little sound descriptions in the transcription, that's something that makes me push more towards MacWhisper than towards DaVinci Resolve. The quality of this transcription is a lot better than it was the other day, so now I'm kind of like at a loss. I like epic fail right there, like, It's really good. I'm kind of sad because I was gonna be like, do better. Suggestion for Blackmagic design, please. Number 1, add more languages. Select more language models. Now, to be fair, because I'm pitting these both against each other, MacWhisper does have a little bit of room for improvement too. In some cases, it'll put an entire paragraph for a segment of text. So it'll be like 4 lines tall, and no, that's not how it's supposed to go at all. It's supposed to be a little bit so you can read it and then still pay attention to what's going on. Either way, the technology is really impressive. Now, obviously, the biggest thing is if you don't have the studio version of DaVinci Resolve, then you're not gonna have the AI transcription too, in which case MacWhisper might actually make sense for you. Because A, it's free. B, if you do go with the pro version, it's €19 as of right now, which could be different next week, who knows, versus $300. How much is a euro? $20.80 right now. In that case, MacWhisper is definitely a little bit more affordable, a lot more affordable, but you get so much more with DaVinci Resolve. Both have free versions, so if you're living that lifestyle, no hating, it's there, it'll work. I'm excited though. Are you excited? Like, these tools are just getting out of hand. Like, AI over the last like 6 months has been like blowing out of the water, and it's really hard to keep up because I'm scared and excited. AI can do some really crazy, creepy things, and if you can save a couple of steps while doing something like coding or anything like that, then why not do it? I'm excited. Let me know down below real quick in the comments. Is this something you're excited about? Are you going to get MacWhisper, or are you gonna use DaVinci Resolves? Are you gonna do transcription at all? Let me know, of course. And smash that like button if you got value out of this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, because, you know, life's a journey and I want to take you with me. With that said, until next time, I'll catch you later.